DJ Starstruck, Stallion Films, Team Bakery, our features Jasmine and Joe. Y'all are amazing. Thank y'all for coming out and spending Thursday night with us.
So everybody good now? We feeling good? Yes, people. We're here to watch amazing poetry and or music or whatever you're doing. Amazing talents from people I've never met. Okay, so I don't really know what they're gonna do. So we're gonna get it warmed up and we're gonna give them a round of applause before they even get on. So start rapping shit. DJ Starstruck right here. You got anything to say?
No.
There you are, girl. Stallion Films, right here. And the next show is going to be December 18th of 2014. Look, guys, I'm not going to lie. I got a confession to make, okay? And I'm being for real, I'm being from the soul. I made a huge mistake about a week ago. No body shrug, about a week ago, okay? I knew somebody was gonna start with this, you know what I'm saying? But no, I made a mistake, okay? Let me just break it down for you. This isn't a joke, this actually happened in my life. I was driving the car, okay? Well, actually, I was pulling the car out of the parking spot, going to the intersection, okay? Right there by the house, maybe going 10 miles an hour. I'm just cruising. And this lady is like stepping off the sidewalk into the street like she's about to cross, you know what I'm saying? But she looked kind of lost, like she was kind of looking around and shit, you know what I'm saying? But she stops, like right there where I have to turn and I can't go. And you know, I got first world problems like everybody, you know what I'm saying? I got to go somewhere, you know? So, but I'm polite the first time. I go from like extremely polite to like I hate your soul, like everything you about, immediately. There is no in between. So at first I'm polite, I'm looking at her, I give her a little wave, and she kind of like looks towards the car, like, I'm gonna say towards the car, because I don't know if we made eye contact, but she looked towards the car, and I gave her one of those like, as nice as possible, you know how you do, you close the eyes real quick. I give her a random hand gesture, just go. And she just kind of did one of these, just stood there. Okay. You didn't take my kind gesture the first time, bitch. Okay? Like I said, I go from 0 to 100. I'm just saying right now. And I was like, look, bitch. I said, oh, I rolled the windows up first though, because I didn't want to hear it. Like, I don't trust her just as much as she don't trust me. Okay? I started having at it with this lady. We're going back, well, we're not going back and forth. In my mind, we was going back and forth. But she crossed the line. And then out of nowhere, she kind of looks towards the car and hits me one of these. Oh God. Oh dear God. I thought my life was going to be over by an old Hispanic woman. I was like, this is not how I thought I was going to go. And she whips out a stick and some shades. She was blind, bruh. She was blind. My seat in hell is solidified right now. They got the little paper on it that says, Devon only, when he comes. We have Wesley.
I was built on a Mariah Carey philosophy. Yes. All I want for Christmas is you. Nothing else matters. But to some girls, I guess they really don't give a shit about that. I feel like no matter what I do, I will never obtain love. Because love is so abstract, it's so difficult to grasp its underlying meaning, and because of this, I've been heartbroken. Not just once, but twice. And truth be told, the last thing I need is another failed attempt at romance. The last thing I need is another beautiful distraction. I guess you can say I'm an expert in relationship rejection. Not belonging to any girl for over 2 years is like your soul doesn't develop at all. You see, I began to be very hypercritical about this whole concept of love. All it does is create confrontation. Maybe I am hypercritical, but do I really want to fall in love again? I'm starting to believe that this tradition of love is false. But then she came into the picture. Her name is Carolyn Garcera, and she was a beautiful distraction. Just like the ex-girlfriend before, and although similar, yet very different. She is an Asian. An Asian. Just like my last girlfriend, but only this time she wasn't afraid to take a chance on me. Carolyn, I am just your tall, dark, and average man, you see. But falling in love with you was so unexpected. Someone I met 4 years ago, who would have known that your cute text messages would distract me substantially? But you are so worth the time lost from studying. You are my beautiful distraction. Carolyn, I am not like your last boyfriend. Who am I to say that you're pathetic? Who am I to say that you'll never graduate from nursing school? I've been heartbroken too, and I've told you before I will never hurt you. And if I ever do hurt you, it won't be intentional. Do realize I am a guy and will make careless decisions and irrational choices, and those sort of things are simply inevitable because you are a beautiful distraction. And as we all know, love makes you do stupid things. You see, Carolyn, I'm already committed to you. And I would imagine this is a classic case of the butterflies. My previous love experience was like my soul was taken away. I was given the silent treatment in love. It's the worst. When love is silent, it's deadly. It's love that's not validated. It's the anxiety someone gets when they're being robbed from their own existence. That is why I'm going to acknowledge your existence every day. You won't be ignored, and you will see that over and over and over again. It's all right if you don't snap during this section, because this is intended for her. She hasn't heard this poem yet. You guys are the first. But when she finally does, I will conclude with these words. Carolyn, it is only fair for me to say that you are my only beautiful distraction. And I've said this before, but I will say it again. All I really do want for Christmas is you.
Yeah.
Next up, we got your boy, the lightest man from Africa I have ever seen in my life. His name is Jasmine.
I got a couple things for you real quick. I got one poem that I wrote and have been trying to get down, but it's too long to memorize, so I do apologize. I'm going to use my lovely piece of technology to help me with this. A distant memory contemplates. A frustrated emotion complicates. A false sense begins to conjugate, and a reality begins to dissipate. The truth lies in the wake of honesty with yourself. If you are prepping and priming it for anybody else, you found the truth for them and put yours back up on the shelf. In formulating realities that are easier for others to accept, you latch on to fallacies that are promoted by the rest. You get a taste of this societal ease and you may never come off that rest. Fallacy, born from the womb of Disney, has full-grown people saying, don't leave, stay, just kiss me. Fooling themselves that one kiss will make it right. Perpetuating a lazy idea that requires no real effort to keep it tight. Disney should have showed you that to survive, you need to fight. Not once you've lost what you had, but before it took flight. Forever afraid to progress and innovate, for fear of others' opinions may not be so great. Finding happiness in pleasing other people tells a story that takes us back to places with a steeple. Doctrine that has a humorous give and take. I dream like an angel, but act like a devil when I'm awake. Never has the world been truly ruled by things this fake. Until now, with instant gratification stabbing the world with a stake. Not stake like vampire, stake like empire. An investment too lucrative to lose. So allow me to expose your nursing with this booze. And as you drink it and feel so holy, it makes it easy for you to do the things that were asked of you solely by the power of the people that serve you your drink. And each day cut away from you your ability to really think. Because see, the booze we talking about ain't no Jack Daniels. It's kind of like riding your bike with no handles. The fucked up part is you think you have control. But then the true power steers you and your friends into a hole. You even go so far as to give them what they need to get better at tricking you into thinking it's all good and we'll be number one forever. The problem, you see, is niggas like me that will go to the extent of fucking you properly just to open your eyes to the real powers that be in control of your youngest and trying to control me. We need to cure this sickness, or we will never be free. This sickness of false health, as long as things are easy. Trust another man with your wealth, and he takes it across the sea. Build your wealth yourself, and you'll find the results you need. It may not be millions of dollars, but you may truly be free. I mean, we find the time to do silly things like sit in front of the TV, waiting for someone to solve the problems that be. Allow me to propose a possible solution. Get off your ass and find your own resolution. Fight with your mind and body for revolution. Rid yourself of this mind pollution. When a man who seeks great wealth says he wants to help you instead of himself, you trust him with your wealth, then he runs away with it himself. You can't blame no one but yourself. Remind me why we entertain rhetoric instead of action. Remind me why we vote with our dollars to give the 1% their satisfaction. Remind me why we eat empty calories of policy that are only a fraction. Remind me why we make laws with the intention of getting around them. Remind me why we bail people out that are causing the problem. Remind me when a group of people was ever considered a person. Remind me why it is that criminals breaking law should stop us from making law. Remind me why I pay you to live comfortably and delegate policy, and you literally accomplish nothing for me in the land of the free. You mean to tell me the world's biggest bank paid $0 in federal taxes because the money they made here is kept in offshore banks with their friends from the Axis? You mean to tell me that we pay you to produce a budget, but you can't do the work necessary, so you let the lobbies fudge it? You mean to tell me that you are not that you are the one we need in office, but you lie, steal, and make empty promises just to please your caucus? You mean to tell me that where I live is free, but you lie to me it's okay, I lie to you it's felony? We were foolish enough to trust these brokers with our money. We knew they liked to party with girls like Diamond and Honey. Cocaine brain, they felt invincible, then placed bets that were crummy. And then, when it all fell down, they met with their friends in office all chummy, reminding their friends that make laws. Well, if it weren't for me, your career would be on pause. So, even though we have more than probable cause, it isn't enough to jail the criminals because they have a clause. A contract that acts like a blank check for regulation. Do what you want with our land and abuse our population. Use morality to distract the vote from behind closed doors copulations, using their minds against themselves in the form of preoccupation. A genius move, I must say, to protect your profits, abusing spirituality to manipulate and produce false prophets. Well, I'm the newest prophet, and I worship reality. And success in this is up to the people, you see? I will call to the people that wish to be free. Come, people, all of you, follow me into the haven of truth. I will lead.
I wake unfulfilled, anxious and yearning for the intangible love I've been encoded to want, running on carelessly gushed fumes of lust, treading through a world that continuously makes me feel unwanted, disrespected, and unvoiced. I am unfulfilled. 5 steps back, I tread. 500 years of sludge, I tread. 2 steps forward, a slap of my lover's hand. Blistered, unfulfilled, and scared to speak up for more, I tread softly, unfulfilled. Thank you.
Next up, we have the Saint.
I have a new poem, if that's okay with you. I sometimes when I host here, I talk about I'm in this space where I'm writing internal things. And since moving to LA, it's been like a year and a half now. I moved from Stockton, California. And 2 people. It's cool, I know, I understand. So I've really been very reflective because I've been away from things that are comfortable to me, my family, close friends, things of that nature. Obviously, I'm building new family, new relationships here in LA. But I was thinking about, something that would be personal to me that I probably have never talked about. And so that's where this poem came out. I've looked on many women with lust. I've committed adultery in my heart many times. God knows this and forgives me. President Jimmy Carter. The first time I was approached by a married woman to have sex with her, I couldn't do it. She was flawless. Radiant skin with ocean hair, body peeled off the page of a magazine. She was the type of woman I had yet to be with, which is why I thought it was a test of my faith. Why I thought under normal circumstances, this wouldn't be a reality, so I refused. She later told me she got someone else, that I had missed out. At that moment, I regretted my decision. After all, I wasn't the married one. The second time I was petitioned, she knew my last name, and I knew her husband. I christened 2 of their children as an ordained minister. I was there for barbecues, birthdays. She worked for the same company, both wanting additional benefits. She confided in me she wasn't happy. I put on my cape, decided I should save her. I used my x-ray vision to see her heart murmur and complain. I could say she initiated everything, but that doesn't make me any less at fault. When we got to the hotel room, I was hesitant. She kept begging for it. I let her give me head, but in my own, I heard her husband's voice asking me, why am I doing this to him? How would I feel if I was in his place and he was inside my wife? I decided not to consummate full betrayal, telling myself that if I didn't, no sin had truly been committed and I could still be righteous. But the thirst was still there. Stealing the voice of women already spoken for became my priority. I just needed to make sure I didn't know the insignificant other. There was the girl in my apartment complex who came over when her husband was at work. The one who drove in from out of town, would say she had family in the area. The one with 4 kids and the abusive husband, which one of our acts were worse. The one that I almost fell in love with, was so comfortable with her that I forgot my immorality. Or the one I met at an open mic, who I changed the endings of my poems for, proving I could right her wrongs. Instead, I had become a dream catcher who just spit back up nightmares. I realized I never did it for them. I did it to feel good about myself. It became a game to me, like chess. See, I wasn't man enough to find my own queen, so I pawned my soul in the nighttime, then prayed to the bishop afterwards. But no matter how much I checked, I was never their mate. I was as faint as the mark their ring left on their finger when they took it off around. This is an apology to those men whose spouses I took for granted. I no longer live in that world. Never will I pretend to be a savior. I have not died on anyone's cross. I'm a man who knows better. A man who no longer sleeps in an open casket waiting to be tucked in, but one who cherishes the thought of finding love with a woman who is free to be found.
All right, next up we have a Miss Olivia Jordan.
Take me as literally. The words escape my throat. They have meaning. I'm meaning what I speak. Speaking when spoken to. So I'm speaking to you. So far gone, yet not that close. Praying to God about the path that was chose. Fuck a fork, I bent that bitch and went both ways. I don't do detours.
Come on.
I make waves. So unforgiving of my ways, but I keep hearing it's just a phase. Okay. Believe what you may. When there's a will, there is a way. But please God, I know I stray. Picking up fleas in the pathway. Dogs ran me out of my pack. This damn fork again in my track. Ambushed and bamboozled, figuring out who I'm really staying true to. No one really means, do you? I'm trying to get inspired, but the more the devil makes me tired. I've been a quitter, I've been fired. Hell, it's the reason I've lost desire. Help for myself seems impossible. Careful, guys, because he will stop you.
You rocked my foundation though, and my house slid down. My earth opened up, a big split in the ground in which my feet were softly placed. Though I'm still wavering in my space, trying to water my mustard seed. Again, 2 Corinthians chapter 12:9 playing in my head, for I am in my weakest hour. As selfish as I am, I cannot shake these thoughts and these feelings that keep reoccurring, but yet I no longer dream when I lay to rest.
Next up we have red, exclamation mark, and then period.
At 11:59, no more. Tonight I will ring myself free of what you see and how I see me. I'm so excited for a new start, a new beginning. This time I will fit in. I'll be one of you. See, I wear unseen scars on my wrist.
Soul contusions feels like resistance isn't enough. I walk the halls with my head down like Burton has permanently made me a hunchback. I hope no one touches me today. Slam my books down today. I hope no one talks.
Push me.
Press me. Test me. I wish no one would make these unseen scars on my wrists. They say words can never hurt me, but the sticks and stones they throw breaks my bones. I wish they only had words to say.
He was only 10. Fat,
ugly,
stupid,
blacky,
nerd,
sick,
crazy. At 11:59, I will be just like you.
No more.
She's as flat as the board at 17, they say. Prom is approaching and metal guards brace her face. She sits at a mirror hoping the mirror will talk back like a Snow White fairy tale. See, no one told her how much of a black queen she could be, how beautiful she could be. She's only 17 and she walks as if she's beneath the ground, with every step imprinted in her soul, holding back the tears, holding back the years when she is 27, 37, 47. She will remember when she was only 17. And she almost took her own life. No more worthless.
Untalented.
Almost.
Not good enough.
Okay, okay, look, I will not act in your stereotype. I will rid myself of what makes me your nigga, your Jack, blackie, redneck, kiss it goodbye, say farewell, I will be free. No more faggot, dyke, greedy, hoe, slut, cunt, ass packer, no more.
I was only 15. When I noticed things about me were changing, I was the guy, had as many girls as you could have at 15. A little high here, a little flirt there, a little kiss here, a little more there. Until those highs had a deeper sound. Past paper, heart-shaped or shaped houses embedded with red gelled ink. Past class notes, no difference of what's supposed to be disgraced in God's eye. I never even thought about it. I couldn't even fathom why I thought he was handsome. My heart had no eye, it beat for a him that had me running in circles. I'm changing, hiding myself like unwanted freckles. My freckles showed up on my forehead. It was obvious that I've changed. My unwanted wants me, he wants me.
Pause.
I stood silently and watched friends and the family become obsolete. All I hear, feel, see.
Fat, greedy, there's no grays on it, straight or gay.
Until pieces of me painted side streets red. Bloodshed for a battle I knew not of. Gay gang bash. I left pieces of red stains on black side streets. I never held his hand again red. In public. I was never able to be in public red. Flashbacks of red stains haunts my dreams.
Faggot. Flashbacks of red stains haunts my dreams.
I was only 15, I 16, I 17. When I wanted to meet those two rivers combined together, a place to clear my mind, to make sense of my life, to enter those two rivers colliding against my face. I wonder how I get to swim. I wonder how I get to breathe. Hopefully the rocks can hit my temples repeatedly. I can just forget everything. I was weak. Even selfish, how can I get over the devilish ways? When I'm 15, I 16, I 17.
When I first introduced knife to flesh, heard death whisper my name, heard him scream deeper, deeper, deeper. I needed to cut it out of me, hiding behind Bible verses and gospel hymns, hating myself, obeying myself, self-inflicted bruises caused by a false truth that I 15, I 16, I 17 was wrong just because my dick got out of other dicks in my heart. Be fast at the sight of a man's sticks and stones may break my bones, but your words led me into thinking that killing myself was the only option I had. So I tied a rope to my neck, put a blade to my wrist, and I watched the red blood run like Matthew Shepard, like Megan Meyer, like Oscar Grant, like Trayvon Martin, like Mike Brown, like that kid who jumped in the middle of freeway for speeding cars, like that kid who read her suicide quest on Facebook, like me, who jumped in the deep end, hoping to never breathe again, like gunshots, like red. At 11:59. No more. Tonight I will wring myself free of me of this devil you have made me. At 11:59, I will be perfect.
Just like you.
I will be normal.
Just like you.
I will be happy.
Just like you.
I will be loved.
Just like you.
I will love myself.
Just like you.
I will be flawless.
Just like
I will
you.
use my words like sticks and stones. Sticks and stones. I will hate people.
Just
I will bully.
Just
I will
like
cut, pop, shoot, and hang.
Just for
I will
you.
hate, cry, and die.
Just for you.
Am I good enough now? Do I fit in now? What are you gonna call me now?
Weak?
Just like you.
Scared?
Just like you.
A bully for being bullied?
Just like me.
See, no one told us life is gonna be a battle. And school lockers are the only trenches to hide in. The school teachers are the only ones worth trusting.
Thrusting bodies under school tables like an earthquake drill. Pile on pile on pile with rocks layered on top. But only you see that hand that is supposed to be made of different colors for diversity covertly unseen. And I wonder why bullying always happens to me. Individuality is never embraced.
Oppressed, left alone, bare, stripped, undressed, left with nothing but a heartbeat, throbbing for just a break, throbbing for just an escape. Hence why
The bully always becomes the bully.
Ignore the no more,
Kids will be kids.
unless you parents want your kids' life to end.
What would you do at 11:59?
11:59.
At 11:59, he, she, noose, tightly wrapped.
What would you do?
Gun kissing temple.
What would you
introducing stomach to overcome to
What would
poisons.
you do?
White powder makes the blood
What would
thicker.
you
Body
do?
floating in bath water with red scars, red blood, red stains, opening up red veins, eyes left with red tears. At 11:59, only seconds left until.
I gotta take a minute after that one. God. Damn. Oh. I just want to say, I didn't know, so I know y'all probably pissed off like 2 women in here. The shirt was a little tight, you was flexing off something, and they heard the whole thing. It was like, damn. Next up, we have Naya.
I am the ex who was never excluded, always included. Not the tooted and booted, but the one who stays rooted to your heart. I am a home wrecker. Call me Miss Inspector, inspecting all your gadgets. I call you bad habits because they are simply not me. The tree whose roots are the veins in your body, so I make it my hobby to make your love life miserable. So I am memorable. Like your absolute worst time was the first time you woke up with a hangover, wishing last night was a dream and that you had stayed sober. Bend over. While you attempt to puke out all our memories, our sex chemistry, the day your heart befriended me, because mentally, I am fucking your mind. I hope you don't mind. She's mine, too. And as for you, there's nothing you can do. Being that you were screwed from the day you said hello, giving me the chance to turn your heart into jello, so there you go. You were screwed from the start of our relationship. To be honest, you should have sexed me, then dip, take a sip of this fuckery. Be mad if you want to. I honestly don't want you. I just want you to know you're a poor excuse of a being that I am seeing all of your weakness. You're a sweet pest resting on my battered scar, nesting on my open heart as your obnoxious words tear me apart. Ain't it hard to listen to this verbal abuse that I learned from you? I'm making a noose tight enough for you to strangle, loose enough for you to talk your shit. Shit, might as well take a piss on it, because I sure as hell don't stand for it. Can you handle this? Don't you just wish I'd go away? But here, I forever stay, turning your blue skies gray. And by the way, I love you, because I loved you, so I love to bug you, fuck you, every now and again while I act like I'm your girlfriend's best friend. The irony lives within the simple fact that in the end, none of this is who I am. Thank you.
Coming up with our headliners that we had for the night, the ones that you saw on the flyer. I'm actually going to call you at the proper time this time. I apologize for the confusion. But first up, we have Miss Jill Chrissie.
You ever see a guy that you think is so beautiful? You know, a guy that you think is just so sexy, so cute, that you're afraid to go up to him and say anything. You ever meet a guy like that? So what you do is you stalk the fuck out of him. I will never forget the first time I met you. Well, okay, all right. You got me. I didn't meet you. I saw you. I remember it was you at the bar, smoking, cigar lit, classy. Hennessy in one hand, ooh, you was fine. I remember because I even almost choked on my apple teeny, but that's okay. I always do that to distract the bartender away from the fact that I'm tipless. And in the midst of me proving racial stereotypes, yeah, I remember first seeing you. Eyes lit, big and bright like fire, split right off your nose, then kissed your cheeks and ignited your pupils. I wondered then if you could hear me thinking, if it's even possible to hear somebody thinking how good them two-tone, plump, thick, juicy ass lips look as you take manly sips of Hennessy straight to the head. If it's even possible to take manly sips of anything, Hennessy straight to the head. Ooh, they're freaking me. Wonders at the heat of that liquor, splashing down the linear maze of emotion inside of you, matches all that sexy on the outside of you. And yeah, I saw you see me see you too, shit. I don't know why you keep declining to make eye contact, because that'll keep me from staring at the side of your face. And I know you feel that. And you can go and walk away. I don't give a fuck, because I'm gonna follow you. That back is broad, like stories extended for social seduction. My wants and needs it produces. Broad like stories and production, way broad. All I'm trying to say is that back could stay still and still sing me powerful tunes and baritone and sonnet. See, I just want to give me the pleasure of merely watching it. I wondered if you could hear my intentions break a sweat right, hear the fucking hunger of my desperation, make back-to-back bets with my muffin. B.E.T. bet. In the most distinctive imagery, thinking metaphors deep, like if B.E.T. network was an ass, well, it'd be a big old fat black ass with oil on it, shaking. Look at my big old fat black ass. No, it ain't got no oil on it, but it be shaking. Listen, I get it. Maybe you're one of them niggas that don't want a big black ass. Maybe you want a big exotic light-skinned ass from somewhere exotic, like, well, I don't know, Brooklyn. Or Crenshaw. But it look all Brazilian, so black guys like you go crazy, huh? Especially when the ass be shaking. When it be shaking uncontrollably. Listen, I get it. I like that shit too. I guess what I'm trying to say is, maybe want to go out to eat? No? All right then. Stop it. Customer service. Thank you so much for coming into our establishment. We got a couple things. We got a sale in the back, sale in the front. We got some shit on the side. Just let me know if there's anything that I can get for you. Any little thing, just let me know and I can get for you. Matter of fact, tell me here, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? Huh? What do you need? Just let me know, because I can help, I want to help, I need to help. Don't mention it. I gotta help because it's my job. I have incredible customer service. Did you find everything you needed? Need anything else around here? Any gum? Want a tabloid? No. Need a sugar fix? No. Or you just want these bran muffins and this squash and this bottle of alkaline water and these socks? I get it. Well, did you need a bag? Oh, you brought your own bag? Well, do you want another bag, huh? Because we got plenty of bags. Where did you park? I can help you with your bag. Where do you live? I can bring your bag in the house. What do you need? What do you need? I have incredible customer service, even when I'm wrong. That'll be $83.39, please. Oh, what was that? How's that? Well, let's see. Looks like the squash was $64. It was. And the alkaline, looks like that was $25. The bran muffin was $10. And the socks, looks like the socks were 25 cents. Oh, looks like you got a bargain on those. Oh, what'd you say? I'm wrong? Oh, I rang it up wrong? You're right. You know what? I am wrong. I am wrong. I am wrong. I'm always fucking wrong. And you're right. You're right. You're right. You're always right. You're like God. You're like a God. You're God. You shouldn't have to pay for this. Take it. Come here. Give me your bag. Give me your bag. Give me your bag. I'll give you another bag. Fill it with some other stuff. Some good stuff like my spine. Do you want my spine? Do you want my spine? Do you want my spine? Well, you can have it. Because I'm using that shit. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? You can have anything you want. I have incredible customer service. Thank you. There was a beetle that lived in my windowsill over the summer. He was there so much I named him. I named him Riley. Riley was hanging out there for over a month, and every morning I'd wake up, I'd greet Riley. Wake up, Riley, I said. I always said that. I always thought Riley was gonna die overnight in my windowsill because my windowsill was irregularly hot. It was a death trap. It was a sweat trap. Anything as hot as that was a fucking fire den. It was like an African desert, my windowsill. It was unbearable. Just hot. So it's like, how did you survive that? I would ask him, Riley. Riley, you son of a bitch. You're immortal, aren't you? You're immortal. He's an alien. You're an alien. And I'm determined to figure out your intentions. I started not to trust him, so my curiosity got the best of me. I said, Riley, what the fuck? You've been here for over a month, literally baking underneath the temperature of like 5,505 degrees Celsius. That's crazy. You haven't eaten anything in 5 weeks, but you don't appear to have lost any weight, and your antennas, I must say, look better than ever. You've been walking this hot-ass windowsill runway day after day at the same pace, giving them hell, shit, breed them bitches, teasing them, you better work. And you're restless? You don't seem to be slowing down or coming down with any sicknesses. You're too good to be true. It's almost as if you're not a beetle at all. Oh no, you're not a beetle. Who sent you, Riley? What are you, huh? Did the government send you? You have a tracking device on you, Riley? You tracking me? You tracking me? You can't track me without my consent, Riley. You have to have a warrant for that. I have not done anything, and I will not be forced out of my home. The revolution will not be televised. I already told Sally Mae if she can't get me a job, then she can sit on it and rotate. Doing the government's dirty work. You son of a bitch. What are you, an alien? Are you an alien for one of them exoplanets up there in space? What, did you come down to murder me with your mind and poison me with your existence? Somebody had to send you. Who sent you? Was it Troy? Did Troy send you from up the street? He sent you? I know I owe him $20. I'll pay him back when I can. He doesn't need to send somebody over here to keep tabs on my financial statement. He can't even read. I owe him $30, but he don't know basic math. And he's a creep. It's none of his goddamn business what I'm doing. You've been reporting back to him. You've been reporting my shit back to him. What you been telling him? I had to get these leather boots and this fur coat and these abdominal mannequin to put the fur coat on. Because they all were on sale together, you know? It's a package deal. Anyway, it's none of his goddamn business. And it's none of your goddamn business either. In the first place, what I do with the money I owe him. You know what? Since you want to do this, you can go back and tell Troy this. Since you want to tell him stuff, wow. I know that white woman that leaves his house every afternoon around 4:30 p.m. is not his landlord, and she's about 10 shades lighter than his wife. So he should be a little bit more patient because my anonymous letter writing skills are fucking phenomenal. That dirty trick, doing his dirty work for him skillfully, I might add. Anybody that's skillful and tactical couldn't know Troy. I mean, you're smooth with your approach. You're very judgmental without having to say anything, and you have a lot of upper body strength. Did my mama send you? Did she send you? Oh, she just thinks I'm out here sucking and fucking everybody around town and just having babies. Think I'm doing crack cocaine, holding it out on the Sunset Strip, wearing pigtails and go-go boots with a sucker in my mouth, not even sucking it, just putting it in my mouth. Selling my pussy like it's a Wendy's burger, selling these ass fries. I ain't got no ass burgers. She couldn't possibly believe I was just working a 9 to 5 and getting a check every 2 weeks, because that would mean her imagination would have to go back to hell where it came from. Oh no, Riley, why are you crawling away? I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I don't know who sent you. I don't know who sent you. I'm not offended that you're here. I mean, you can stay. Maybe you're an angel. Did God send you? Did God send you? Oh my God, to watch over me? That explains everything. You've just been here. You've been watching over me. I've been waking up late for work every day. And if it wasn't for you, I'd probably never catch my bus on time. You are amazing. That explains everything. You've been able to withstand these kind of temperatures. You know what? They're really hot. They're very hot. They're hot like the devil hot. Who sent you, Riley? Was it the devil? You a fallen angel, Riley? Are you the devil? What am I saying? I'm gonna get some coffee. You want some coffee? You want some coffee? I'll get you anything. I treat my man right. I know how to treat a man. I know how to treat a man, Riley. I get you anything you need. I'll make love to you like you want me to. And I'll hold you tight, baby, all through the night. I know you can't hear anything that I'm saying. Because you don't have ears. I'm glad you stayed with that, actually. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do this last piece. Thank you guys for coming here. I got some friends here. How loud would you if you're my friend? Really? That's a lie. I like you here. How you doing, baby boy? Okay. So I'm gonna do this last piece. It's a poem. It's called Hollywood Ho.
That's pretty good.
Hollywood Ho. Hollywood, I wanna be yo ho. And I want you to slap me into next week when I get out of line, Hollywood. I want to be your main trick, making your money, so you can once again be the player of the year. Your pimp cup resembles a hard rock, gold, and Oscar body. Hollywood, I want to trick for you forever, as long as you keep me, Daddy. And I'll do it all for you. I'll drink, smoke weed, smoke crack, sniff coke. I'll do heroin, where's meth? I'll sex, sell sex, get sex, use sex for you. See, cause Hollywood's my true boo. I'll do anything to deal with you. No need to eat, gotta stay fit for you. And if I do eat Hollywood, I'll puke, X-lax, I'll nip, I'll tuck, cut this, suck that, inject, big breasts. I'll even take out ribs for you. Ooh. I must really love you. I'll sacrifice my life for you. Overdose, I'll lie, I'll cheat, I'll kill, I swear I will die for you. Shit, I'll give you my self-esteem. See, actually give you my life and meaning. See, live miserably inside and then outside. I shall be gleaming, see, just like you intended for me to be. See, I'm gonna let you control my every move. Hollywood, just for you. I'll snooze, I'll lose, I'll choose to be hated to consume your money. See, cause I wanna be your greatest hoe. So that I know that I'm worth something. See, I just wanna be worth something. I want the fame, I just want to be something. I know that Hollywood can make me something. Something other than broke. Depressed because I'm broke. Stressed out because I'm broke. And I never wondered if all this is worth it, but I crave the glitz and glam and finances, so I'll sell my soul for the society and be the greatest hope you'll ever see. So you'll see just how big I'll be. Everybody gonna know about me, and I'll write a tell-all book about how me and Hollywood used to screw in our personal jets, not jet, but jets, and do drugs in the middle of having sex. And I'll speak about how Hollywood used to beat me. And I just couldn't leave because I was scared, but Hollywood meant well. In the end, it was good for me, I swear. And I'll speak about how Hollywood didn't kill my wife, but if Hollywood did kill my wife, well, this is how Hollywood would have done it precisely. And I'll speak about how we endlessly went shopping and spent millions in less than an hour, and how we possess so much power that everyone that worked for us eventually needed Jesus, but still treated us as visible demons because we created a virtual obedience of darkness, and well, we hold. But Hollywood's so good that our blood disease strings of jealousy for normalcy, but we're good. Living in our dirty beings, so good. Like a Hollywood! See, I'll never get old. I'll stay young, use creams, Botox, implants, take the skin from my ass and glue it to my neck in an instant. And you know what, you don't even have to ask, because it's already fucking done. I'll do so much plastic surgery. My face will try to run away from me, and my ass will suddenly form into my back, and the pussy I hold with will turn into an endless walk-in closet. But I'll keep flaunting it as long as it exists. So until I experience this bliss, right? I guess there's no end to this. But I'll do anything to enter this whole business. Please. Hollywood! Take me. Thank you. So, yeah, can you follow me on Twitter, guys? I got like 30 followers. I need more followers. It's Jill, Jil _ CHRISSIE. Jill Chrissie now.
Next up on the flyer that we saw, we have the lovely Miss Jasmine Jordan coming up. Where you at, girl?
I'm super excited to be here tonight. Thank you so much for having me. Let's give it up for Jill Chrissie again. So I'm gonna say this multiple times tonight, but I have social media. I'm an Instagram whore. So please follow me. It's at The Real Jasmine J. That's just JASMINE. Follow me. Would love to see you at future shows. Right now I am finishing up my solo project, Time Travel. I have been working on this project all year. So it was a big transition moving from Stockton to LA. And mostly coming from like a band environment and then coming out here and knowing that music was my passion and feeling confident in that, but then having to figure out, like being in a new city where you don't know anyone, just how it was all gonna work out. Like, what is God's plan? How is this gonna work? Like, what do I need to do? How am I gonna meet people? It's just very scary, but I'm very, very happy and excited that this EP will be available January 17th. So if you like what you hear tonight, go pre-order. You can pre-order the album. So if you go to my social media, there will be connects, and then my website is jasminejordanmusic.com. So this song, Time Travel, is a single. There's a music video out for it right now. You can go see that on YouTube. And really quick, so this song just talks about how many of you gotten yourself in situations with love and you just knew better? Like you knew better, like you knew you shouldn't have crossed that line. You knew you should have just left it alone. And sometimes you just wish that you could take it back. You could just go back in time. Yes, every experience you have, it makes you stronger. But sometimes you have moments and you're just like, I knew better. Why did I do that? This song talks about that. So it's called Time Travel. If you pick up on it, sing along with me, alright? When you and I were complicated, and let's go back in time. Before I felt what I felt when you did what you did that night. And once upon a time, I thought you were the man in my mind. Closer off of my EP. How many of you are gonna pre-order the EP after tonight? Can I hear some cheers, hands there? So my CD release, I will have a CD release, a show on January 17th. The location will be announced soon. So follow me, The Real Jasmine J, and I hope to see you guys there. Make sure you guys come holler at me afterwards, say hi. This next song is called Closer, and this is a song you sing after you've been through a time travel. So you go through a time travel experience, and then you kind of have your guard up, right? Sometimes after some bad experiences. This song is just telling someone to get closer. It's inviting them in and saying, look, we might not know what's gonna happen next, but we're willing to see what can happen, what can be of this. So this is Closer.
To all the Fords that are in the building, Marcus, Miss Lady May, and Mama Ford in the back, you better buy some baked goods. We want to thank you for allowing us to be here for the Poetry Lounge. DJ Starstruck, Stallion Films, and if you took any photos, post them hashtag Bakery Poetry Lounge. All right, Miss Lady, this is you.
Hi, y'all. Hey. Give it up to Jasmine, please. Woo! He did everything I wanted to do. Highlight DJ Starstruck, Stallion Films, Team Bakery, our features Jasmine and Jill. Y'all are amazing. Thank y'all for coming out and spending Thursday night with us. Please get home safely. God bless.